Yo, Joey Badass with one of the best rollouts we've seen in the past few years. Obviously, there was Kendrick leading up to GNX. That's in its own box, but he's supposed to drop the album this summer. His baby's coming soon. Like, what a way to re-enter the
love
game.
it.
I'm excited.
I love it.
This is New York's fault. This is all New York's fault.
Which part?
This is y'all fault.
Why?
Joey
Joey
should have been y'all Kendrick, and y'all just didn't let it happen.
Since we doing albums and you want to do this East Coast, West Coast thing, it's LA's fault Mr. Morale didn't move.
Well,
now what?
That's fine. I mean, we now.
He's like, I'll take it.
Put that down.
That don't mean shit.
Put that down.
Rap Life Review, back on the scene, back on the couch. That's right, Nadeska's still hanging out. How long we got you with us till?
I got like 2 more months.
2 more months.
It could be 1.5 if you prefer.
Could be 1.5.
I'm happy to cut it down.
Eddie's still showing up to the program. What's happening, bruh?
What's up, man? Y'all got me at the crib today. Like my Captain America shield.
Is that new?
I thought we've seen that before.
Nah. I rearranged. I moved shoes so it's not as high as it used to be.
Stop trying to act like it's new because you changed the position, bro. That's crazy.
Well, y'all ain't never seen this before. This shit was off camera previously.
Listen, I like the shield, bro.
Thank you.
And by the way, I applaud your ability to collect things.
Oh yeah, I got Marcus Phoenix, Optimus Prime, Ahsoka.
Well, you also have the luxury of not having children yet, so you still have space for things. I don't even have a closet to get dressed in right now.
Damn.
What? You don't got no closet?
I don't have a closet no more, doggy. It's a wrap.
Yeah, bro,
I had a closet. That was a different time. I share a closet with 2 other people right now.
I mean,
can you tell?
The outfit still looks good though.
Oh,
looks crisp,
thanks,
looks ironed.
Enough of the pleasantries. We got some albums to celebrate. First, I want to bring up the Marshall Mathers LP celebrating 25 years. Phenomenal, classic. Why do I bring that up at the top? Well, they done turned around and gave your man Eminem Rapper of the Year at the American Music Awards.
Okay.
Y'all, man, come on, man.
I don't know if it was technically Rapper of the Year. It was more like favorite rapper or favorite hip hop artist, right?
What?
Let me try to find it.
They gave Rap Album of the Year too, though.
Yes, make it stop. Listen, and here's what sucks. My intention here is not to slander Eminem.
This is why we started with the pleasantries.
That's not even my intent. I like the last album that he put out, actually. I like where he's at in his career. I love Eminem as an artist. There is no intent of mine to be shady about this.
Okay, but listen. So to specify, it wasn't best of the year. It was favorite male hip hop artist. Now, I understand this is controversial.
America's favorite? The American Music Awards favorite?
That's the thing. We don't know who it is. He was up against Drake, Future, Kendrick, and Tyler. So
listen, we don't even got to preface this. If there was ever a year where it was just unanimously decided who had the best rap album, who was the favorite rapper
they wasn't
of the
talking
year,
to anybody in rap.
Like you said, we don't have to preface this. We don't have to do the no disrespect.
But here's
Eminem.
what I do want to say this though. This is why nobody don't watch that shit. I didn't even know that shit was on. Part 1, American Music Awards, and 2, this reminded me that I'm glad I didn't tune in. But I'm also mad I didn't tune in because they had Janet up there getting the Icon Award, and I heard she was up there bodying it.
She looks great. So J-Lo was up there dancing, doing some J-Lo dances. Kai Cenat, shout out to Kai. Shabuzi was looking kind of like the Carters invented country music. Things happen.
Shabuzi, your response was
great.
Chef's kiss.
Yeah. Shout out to Shabuzi, man.
But anyway, back to Eminem. 25 years since an actual one of the greatest hip hop albums, the Marshall Mathers LP. You would put this in one of the greatest hip hop albums, yes, Eddie?
Unquestionably. This was the beginning of an unprecedented run for an artist on this planet. Like whatever stat you have for hip hop, Eminem has it. Like most albums sold, diamond, #1s, Grammys, Emmys. I know Emmys didn't think, but he has it all. And it all started with this album. Like personally, down before this was my favorite, but this is the one that gave a stand and cemented him as the greatest rapper on the planet and helped put hip hop in the early 2000s into a different stratosphere. Like we said, it's nothing but respect for Eminem, bro. Bars, got it. Hits, got it. Everything you would talk about for a rapper, he has it, and it started with this album. So yeah, it's pivotal. It's a moment. Like, and if you were around for this, you could not escape it. Like it was everywhere.
So American Music Awards. Question: I wonder if they celebrated this 25 years ago. That would have been appropriate.
Yeah, I mean, was the award show around that long? I don't know.
Yeah, American Music Awards been around for a long time. That's when Michael Jackson was up there bodying on American Music Awards back in the day.
Yeah, he was.
That used to be the big award show.
Was it?
American Music Awards was brolic for a while.
I mean, Eminem was big at about the VMAs, but remember, he was also very controversial. So if they were a safe award show at that time, there's a good chance that they weren't honoring and celebrating him.
Wait, Eddie, you were saying We Are the World?
It happened because of the AMAs. They literally scheduled the studio time of We Are the World around the AMAs because they knew everybody was going to be there in the building. And that was the year that Prince beat Michael Jackson for album of the year or something. It was something like that. So the AMAs used to be a huge deal.
No, I used to be that shit.
I wasn't watching it. Sorry, I missed that.
It was that
That's
shit.
cool though. It's good to know.
Common's album B, one of his great albums, 20 years ago. That was the one Kanye produced. That was that shit is incredible. And celebrating 10 years at Long Live A$AP Rocky 10 years ago. That amazing album went platinum in 2018. Speaking of albums, Rob 49 dropped What the Helly. You know what I'm saying? The album, Let Me Fly, is out. Cardi B got a verse on there. Lil Wayne's on there. G Herbo. Fredo Bang dropped. You was giving a thumbs up to Fredo Bang.
He never disappoints, bro. It's a pretty good, I don't even gotta say actually, it's a pretty good album. Fredo Bang makes good music, man. Shout out to Fredo Bang.
Plaque Boy Max, another streamer album. The streamers is dropping this fire out here, huh, Eddie?
I think this one's different though. I don't know what because when you're saying a streamer album, you're referring to DDG, I believe is what you're doing.
But Plaque Boy Max is a streamer too.
He is a streamer, but I don't know, man. I think in the space there's a certain he's a music streamer first more than anything. A lot of people because he does the the thing the verses joint he does the song verses or whatever. It's a big deal. So, putting together this EP, he's got, let me see who got on. He got Quavo on there, I think twice. Yeah, he got Quavo on there twice. I think that one go. Flo Milli doing her thing on there. I like the 007 track with Hard Rock. It's only 13 minutes, but there's a few joints on there. So shout out to Plaque Boy Max.
Now, I fuck with Plaque Boy Max because he's music first. Yeah. At a time where there's a lot of people talking about music. I think it's one of the big problems we have in hip hop. It's a lot of people talking about music. It's not a lot of people playing music.
I mean, isn't that what we're doing?
What?
We're not
no,
musicians,
we play music too, though. We have a streaming service.
Okay, that's
and we got
true.
radio shows. Don't you do a radio show every day?
I do.
Yeah. So it's a little different because we also. I guess if we only did this, you'd have a valid point.
Okay.
You have a valid point.
I just didn't want nobody coming for us.
No, they could come, pull up, spin the block. Let's get it rocking.
I don't want that. That's bad energy. Why you like this, man? Let's unpack this. Why are you aggressive?
It's not about being aggressive. It's just about us coming to terms with what matters and what doesn't. You know what I'm saying? And things change over time. And I think as far as hip hop's concerned, I feel like when you're talking about music and you're talking about, consumption of music and where the music is going and all of that, I'm into debate on that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm one thing I'm definitely in a debate on is because things come on super trendy and super hot and everybody gravitates to it as if it's the next biggest, best thing. And it might be for the moment, but I'm always wondering if something's really gonna stand the test of time.
Okay.
Feels like Joey Bada is about to stand the test of time.
Oh, I like that transition. Speaking of getting into it, well done, Nadeska. Let's go. Now, I'm sure there's been countless of outlets who have chronicalized, is that a word? Chronicled.
No, yeah, there you go.
There you go, chronicled the Joey Badass, Ray Vaughn. Who else is in here now?
AZ Chike.
Reason.
AZ Chike, Daylight, Reason.
Yeah. There's one more, I believe, too.
And ultimately last week, I think it seemed like the internet decided that Joey Badass did his damn thing.
But wait. Should we get Low in here for this one?
And before we get deeper into that, let's bring to the couch our main man Low. Let's get into it. That's right. Just in time, my guy.
What up, though?
Joey Badass versus everybody.
Yeah.
Well, not really. It feels like other New York MCs have chimed in now, but many outlets have chronicled the whole thing, as we just stated. But how did you review Joey Badass execution?
I think it was fast. I think it was to the point. No fluff, no antics, none of that. But I mean,
and the music. How about the music?
It was great. It's really nothing else to say. He handled the whole coast. If if you want to say it that way. But
Do you think it's is it officially a coastal thing?
Nah.
It ain't. No, it ain't.
it's not like a Pac and Big type thing. But I mean,
Pac and Big wasn't a coastal thing either, if you're being honest. It was made a coastal thing by outlets, but it wasn't really. But go ahead.
But yeah, like I think it is a coastal thing because it's him versus about 4 or 5 other West Coast MCs. So it's like you have a bunch of from out here stepping up: Kai Cash, CJ Fly.
Well, CJ Fly, that's family for him, right? Because that's pro era.
Yeah. But I mean,
Kai Cash seizing a moment.
Yes. So yeah, I think
a lot of people seizing the moment. But I feel like there's a gray area. It is, but it isn't, right? Because I feel like even in that Red Bull cypher, they went out of their way. I feel like everybody tried to mention this is not some East Coast versus West Coast, that kind of beef thing, right?
That's the way I took it. I think people like to be tribal inherently, like they like the whole.
But we can't help it. So like, I just can't help inherently but be a little bit biased because Joey's from Brooklyn,
right?
And we watch him grow up. So there's a lot of that. It's like rooting for your favorite sports team, but it's not like I feel like whenever you say East versus West, there's a negative connotation, and I feel like they're being very careful. At least Joey is about making it not that while still having it be tribal. Does that make sense?
So how do you label it? Is it just MCs going back and forth?
Well, so like, for instance, when I had Ray Vaughn up here when we was talking about his new project,
right,
and we were talking about Joey saying it's too much West Coast licking, and I was telling him that was more of a call out to
the fans,
to New York MCs, right? And if you remember, even the Jay-Z quote at the time was also kind of a call out to New York MCs. Like, yo, they out here running around doing what they doing, minding their business. Where the fuck we at with our dope shit?
Do you think he could have said it in a different way?
I think he said it the way he said it to get the intended result that he got, which is where me and Ray Vaughn landed in the convo.
Okay.
Right? Which is Joey knew people would get sensitive. He threw it out there because he knew people would get sensitive. But I believe, as a person who lives here in New York, that the intent was really based around New York not really celebrating it, and the MCs out here not really seizing this hip hop moment that's about lyrics. Because there's, right now, when you think about New York, you're not thinking about anything that's considered lyrical.
We're thinking about sexy drill.
You're thinking about sexy
which is cool,
drill.
Which is cool, but
I think that was the.
But what about the Dave East, the Ransom?
They're out here.
That's what I'm saying. So like, it's still focused on lyrics like it always has been. But
no. It's there are people in New York rhyming. They are not getting the coverage outside of the underground circles or anything mainstream to represent New York. And Joey did this and then delivered on this, and now it is a popular hip hop conversation. Looking at a Brooklyn MC, Joey Badass, putting on for lyrics, coming out of New York.
Calling out his own coast almost.
That was the intent. Where it went, we could all
speculate and
we could see where it went. Right. But I believe that was the intent in the beginning. What do you think, Eddie?
I'm gonna put it like this, right? First of all, shout out to Joey Badass, because he held his own, he did his thing, nothing but respect. I love what the brother did. It's about lyrics, and I don't think it's I think this is all sportsmanship. I don't think there's any ill intent. The Drake and Kendrick thing, that they don't like each other. That's where that's at. This was all sportsmanship. It's all hip hop. I loved it. However, here's how I looked at it, right? We just had like the Avengers Endgame of beefs, right? We had Drake and Kendrick, the biggest rappers in the world, maybe ever, concluding the biggest rap beef we've ever seen a year ago from right now. So what happens after Endgame? You get a lot of movies, and they're cool, but they ain't Endgame. Like, I like Thor: Love and Thunder. Matter of fact, I don't like Love and Thunder. Kind of weak. Ant-Man's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some good. There's Guardians 3. That's cool.
Spider-Man's good.
So Spider-Man's good.
Some of them.
The last one was good.
After Endgame, it's like, I don't know. And then my issue was, it became homework at some point. It was so many people replying because I think they were doing the Kendrick Drake blueprint. They were like, all right, cool, we got a new blueprint now. This worked a year ago. And I'm going to be real with you guys. I stopped caring. Joey did his thing, and I respect it. I love Ray Vaughn. Shout out to AZ Chike. He came out to the concert. That was beautiful. I loved that happened. But, bruh, I just got the greatest rap beef in the history of the world a year ago. This ain't the one.
But isn't this fun? Isn't it like the competition? People actually care about lyrics. People actually care about representation of their region. Isn't that good, though? Isn't that healthy for the game?
It's all good. Am I going to keep track of it? Am I going to do the whole thing on the board where I'm like connecting the dots? And I don't care that much. I'm gonna just be real with you guys. I know I'm supposed to care because this is my job.
I don't think. That's why I glossed over the fact that it's been chronicled, because I didn't think we was gonna chronicle, nor did I think we was gonna take the time to do, what is that called? Like surgery, forensics on the lyrics and shit. You know what I mean? I didn't think we was gonna go there because it isn't real beef in that sense, and it isn't a marquee moment. But I do believe, as rap fans, which all of us are, the fact that people care about lyrics. I think, once again, even going back to the Kendrick Drake thing, the carryover for me is not these people trying to use a blueprint for beef. The carryover for me is just that people enjoy real rap, no auto-tune, no singing, it's straight up just rapping. Like, I think that's the part that I carry from all of this, is that people care. And then for the hardcore fan who's really in the forensics on the lyrics, and I celebrate you, I salute you. You keep this culture thriving because you do care about the rap battles that are happening in the battle leagues, as well as even just people putting on this WWE and this wrestling shit. Like, you do care. And I think it's a great moment for Ray Vaughn, who's got an amazing project that people need to go listen to with great music. I think it's a great resurgence for Joey Badass, and it's a beautiful thing with him and his lady with the baby on the way on the cover of Essence, which I thought was beautiful. Like, that's just beautiful for more rap, right? Because it isn't, I think the other part I'd like to add in is, yes, Kendrick is on tour with SZA at stadiums, at football stadiums, and it's fucking incredible, right? That's the biggest of big. Right. The fact that there's a development of other people that have something to say, are putting on for their region, making great music and creating stories, I think bodes well for us all keeping our jobs.
It's what we all needed. It's what we've been complaining about, right? I feel like we're always debating about who are the next levels of superstars. We talked about people like Doechii, but there hasn't been anybody else. So I like Eddie, I don't care about all the other songs that dropped in the middle. I'm not gonna pretend like I listened to all of them because I didn't. But for Joey and Ray Vaughn, this is definitely amazing. Ray Vaughn definitely just dropped a great project. And for Joey, so some of the shots that Ray Vaughn were taking didn't hit for me because, so he was calling out Joey for like taking time off to do like TV and film. I was but it's not like he's like limping back into rap now. To like take time off on Dude and re-enter the game like this, that's actually kind of amazing. And then him claiming all these like TDE accolades and shitting on Pro Era also didn't really hit for me because like Joey's like the leader of Pro Era. They've lost some people. TD is amazing, but Ray Vaughn is like pretty new on the roster. He can't claim all of that. Anyway, it's been fun to watch back and forth. I have much respect for both of them. I'm obviously giving it to Joey in this one, but I'm a Ray Vaughn fan. Like, there's no love lost, like you said. I like that we don't need to walk away from this, like the Kendrick and Drake beef and like feel away and pick a side. Like,
I never felt
this was just fun. You never care about anything, though. That's why.
Fuck. Get to this rap. Drake gonna be all right. You know
Kendrick gonna be all right.
Everybody gonna be all right. And we love y'all musically. But yeah, no, I think for celebrating rap, celebrating
and shout out Kirk Knight, by the way.
Yeah, shout out Kirk Knight too.
He's been killing it with these beats. So I mean, Ray Vaughn was saying, "Where's Pro Era?" That's Pro Era. Kirk Knight's amazing. Those last two tracks, beats are great.
Also, shout out Reason for jumping into.
Yeah, Reason. Now a new Ab Soul record just dropped.
Yeah, I think it's just more so friendly competition again. So it's not like I'm really coming at Joey like crazy. It's just, I think it's like a little acknowledgement. Just like, I see what y'all doing.
Well, Daylight had a similar record too that was more...
He took one down, didn't he?
Yeah, he took one down, but there was one up that was kind of showing love to just everybody involved and kind of like what we're saying.
I think it's called like The End.
The End or something.
This is The End or something like that? Yeah, End credits.
End credits. But yeah, I think all in all for MCs and rappers and even people not being overly thirsty to turn this into something else that it doesn't have to be, I think it's all beautiful for hip hop.
Yo, Joey Badass with one of the best rollouts we've seen in the past few years. Obviously, there was Kendrick leading up to GNX. That's in its own box, but he's supposed to drop the album this summer. His baby's coming soon. Like, what a way to re-enter the game.
It.
I'm excited.
I love it.
This is New York's fault. This is all New York's fault.
Which part?
Huh? This is y'all fault.
Why?
Joey should have been y'all Kendrick, and y'all just didn't let it happen. So
we just said he took time off to do TV and film. You're just on some bullshit.
By the way, his last, so just so we're clear, his last album, Joey Badass, was 2018, 7 years ago.
He took some time off, Eddie.
I mean, Kendrick be taking
time off. Other endeavors. What's wrong with that?
I'm just saying. That's y'all fault. Like he should
How would we fix that? Like how? Like
excuse me. It was 2017. No, in 2022 he put out 2000. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Excuse me. But in 2017 he had Devastated, which was a national hit. First of all, on the album he had Schoolboy Q, Styles P, and J. Cole. Right, and then he had just a hit with Temptation, which was a whole other record that was playing here in New York now. That was All American Badass. By 2022, when he dropped 2000, that one didn't get as much love. That had Cruise Control on it. Brand New 911 with West Side Gun. He had JID on it and Show Me. But what you gonna act like? So wait, since we doing albums and you want to do this East Coast West Coast thing, it's LA's fault. Mr. Morale didn't move.
Well,
now
what?
That's fine. I mean, we can wrap it now.
He's like, I'll take it.
Put that down.
That don't mean shit.
Put that down.
What are we talking about? Like, what?
That don't mean shit, bro.
What are we talking about? Peekaboo.
Fine. It's fine. He had one, not the best album in the world.
We know how you felt about Mr. Morale. We don't need to hear it again.
You came up on here and shitted on Mr. Morale.
Yeah, we know how you feel about that.
I didn't love it. It's. I mean, you got to think about
don't
it.
Revisit.
We already know.
You can talk about the GNX tour if you want.
You're going to listen to it later on in life and love it. We already know. You'll be one of those.
It's a heavy listen.
But anyway, you was at the GNX tour, though, the other night.
Yeah, I was.
It was beautiful. Talk to us.
I just love seeing hip hop on a stage like that. Like, it's not too often. The last time I was in SoFi was me seeing Cowboy Carter. You know, that's one thing to see.
God. Can you give it a break? Can you just take one episode off? We get it, bro.
I'm sorry. I love music and I go to events.
I'll be at Cowboy Carter with my kid and my wife and my nephew on Thursday here in New York.
She's beautiful, 4, right?
Beautiful.
Maybe 5 here in New York at MetLife.
Yeah. And so seeing her there and then fast forward a week or 2 weeks or whatever it is and being able to see Kendrick and SZA and seeing hip hop on that stage and seeing Kendrick be able to do what he does in that space. I'm talking about he's bringing the dancers, he's bringing the visuals, and then also SZA, who's bringing a whole nother flavor, that lower like R&B mid-tempo. I just, it's a moment, bro. And as you look around and you see almost 70,000 people rapping along, and you see it in LA, and these moments like when AZ Chike comes out, and I don't know what AZ Chike is on a national stage, but here in LA, that was like a moment. Someone who's kind of on like an underground scene here, to see him graduate beyond GNX, then be on this stage, and then you see all the celebrities and the LeBron James and the Erykah Badu's. And I went to the pop out. I was blessed enough. I got to see the Super Bowl. All these shows in person. All these shows were completely different, and this feels like the culmination of everything that started a year ago and some change. And man, bro, like I think we're gonna look back on this and see this is one of the greatest runs in hip hop history. And there's nobody else in the hip hop space, now that Kanye's
elsewhere.
Outside of Tyler, I don't know who else in hip hop is performing like this. Like who? There's people that have like rager music, and there's no showmans left. It's him.
Cole. I saw Cole for 2014 Forest Hills Drive anniversary at the Garden. Definitely has a super fan base, showmanship, and performance. Obviously, he hasn't had this stadium moment, but if he was to have a stadium moment like this, you know what I'm saying? He's got the records and the fan base and the showmanship.
I mean, Drake, obviously.
Yeah, Drake.
Wayne, because Wayne's doing the Garden June 6th by himself. So I think he still has that.
Nah. Let's keep it stat. He ain't the same showman. He got great songs. He's great. He ain't a showman like that, bro. Right. Like everything's meticulous in what Kendrick is doing. Like how like
I'm not saying on that level. I'm just asking like for other people as well.
He was saying he said like this.
Oh well, then Kendrick's in the league zone.
It's him. Tyler obviously ain't doing stadiums. Like showmen, like who are these showmen?
No, I got you.
Well, and there's the thing with the Grand National Tour specifically. He's not just doing the song. Like there's his synchronization with everything going on. I think is
the sequencing.
What we're talking about, right? Like it's kind of like when you go see Beyonce. You haven't seen Beyonce, right?
Not yet.
Yeah. So, have you seen the Grand National Tour?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you notice how, like, when his movements, everything is with him. It's not just he's doing hits. It's a full experience.
It's a presentation.
It's a full presentation and a showman. I think that's what you're alluding to, right, Eddie? Like
he's doing Anita Baker versions of his own songs.
That
like
shit is crazy.
Fire.
Yeah, that's Sweet Love That shit is stupid.
So yeah, Grand National Tour probably coming to an area near you, maybe not in your town, but near you. And then they doing Europe run too.
Yep. He's going to Toronto. He's going to Toronto.
You going to Toronto?
No. I'm just saying he's going to Toronto as well.
I was about to say we need to do a documentary on Low showing up. OVO Low shows up to Toronto. I was about to get the cameras live.
Nah.
Let's go.
I'm good.
He's doing 2 shows in Toronto.
Back to back.
Be clear.
When are those? You know?
June. I think
that's coming up. That's right
like
after
the next
Detroit.
2 weeks. Yeah, next 2 weeks.
And then you know who's also back in Toronto? Drake, OVO Fest. It's been a minute.
Nice.
Took like 3 years off. Took like 3 years off.
I like the timing.
I like the timing of it.
That's usually in
August.
Yeah, right around Carabana.
Yep. Yeah, we'll see what that turns out to be.
He's good. What are you talking about?
I'm waiting to see what it's going to be.
Well, it's going to be great.
I just want to see what it's going to be. I just want to see what,
He's coming off a very successful album with a big hit song. And I'm sure he's got some raps to deliver too, right? And he's saying he's delivering some raps?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Man, come on.
I'm saying
OVO Low be hating.
Nah, I'm eager to see what he's going to do. And he's got a new album. He's got a new album coming out.
Okay.
I'm eager to see. I want to see it.
All right.
No hate. That's it.
It feels like
I swear, no undertone. I would just want to see what he's going to do.
I've never heard you
smells like hate too.
Eager about anything.
We'll be honest.
If I wanted to hate, I would lean in on the hate. Y'all know I can hate.
Nah,
if I wanted to hate, I would lean. No,
what would you hate on?
That's what I'm saying. If I wanted to,
there's nothing to hate on though.
Exactly, there isn't.
But you're looking for it.
I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find that shit.
I knew it. Yo, did we miss anything we gotta cover before we shake?
Can we talk about Tory Lanez? So, we haven't talked about this at all. Obviously, he was like stabbed in prison and then he's recovering and he's fine. But now the big story is that California governor is gonna review a petition to possibly pardon him.
Yeah.
But I don't know how tangible this all is. So basically there's a new nonprofit working for Tory's team. It's called Unite the People. And they're arguing that he didn't get a fair chance to defend himself because the trial was influenced by bias, political interference, and media pressure, which is interesting because you could maybe say that for the other side as well. But anyway, apparently there's new evidence from a Ring camera that might prove Tory did not shoot Megan, but then Megan's team is saying that this footage was already played in court, so it's not true and these are all false narratives. It says, yeah, okay, I'm done. I guess there's nothing there except that there's a petition.
Look, the whole thing was bad. We covered it a lot on here, and I'll say that it didn't even have to go this far if they weren't antagonizing Megan from the beginning.
That's it.
That's a fact.
People try to gloss over that whole beginning of them antagonizing Megan and showing up to shows and him performing after she got off stage,
putting out music,
putting out an album that was talking about her and all that. If the whole thing from the beginning, people like to forget that she spent a month not saying anything. People forget that he could have just been a gentleman about it and kept it low and been chill and moved on. But instead it became fodder and marketing and all of these other things that blossomed into what we're seeing now. And it's fucking sad, bro.
He wanted that
bro
public...
just got stabbed up, bro. This is fucking sad.
Yeah.
He wanted that public opinion early. And he tried to sway it early with all the tactics and all the bullshit. So...
Yeah, that's why it's a little confusing for them now on the other side of things to say that there was media interference and bias in the trial.
Well, look, I think trying anything to get out of jail is, he would be remiss to not do that.
Did it.
There it is.
But, I think that's expected. But once again, I think people also forget, this wasn't just the county of Los Angeles versus Tory Lanez. This wasn't, she agreed to testify, Megan, but this wasn't her case against him. This was the county's case against him because he had an unregistered firearm.
And he's a felon.
And he was a felon. And then the other counts that came with that of the shooting and endangering people and negligence or whatever the other shit was.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. I mean, on a last note, on a more somber note, we do have to say rest in peace to Sacha Jenkins. I don't know if any of you knew him personally.
Yes, I know Sacha Jenkins personally.
Okay, I don't know.
And interviewed him many times. He was a brilliant mind. He's an amazing writer, journalist, director. Just one of those individuals in our culture of hip hop that loved everything about it and did everything he could with the moments he had in his life. And while he was, writing and editing and creating to make sure that our culture got taken care of in the purest sense.
Yeah, I mean,
and anybody I know that's been in this game for some time and knows him, loves him, he was great.
Yeah, I've only ever had professional encounters with him. I didn't know him like personally, but I mean, he's definitely someone you would look up to as, as a journalist. Like, he came up at Vibe. He was a creative director at Mass Appeal for a long time. And then I think when I met him was when he was already directing. Like, I think like the Wu-Tang series. So if you want to check that out, you can. He did Word is Bond. He did the Louis Armstrong's Black and Blues documentary. That's on Apple TV Plus if you want to check it out. The Wu-Tang one is called Of Mics and Men. So it's like amazing to see somebody grow a career and like branch out the way that he did and like document the culture in like different forms. So rest in peace. He was only 54 years old. So
also, before we get out of here, got some good news. The Clips. I got a record this morning.
Clips album.
It's called Ace Trumpets. It's
a
coming
single?
Out. Yeah.
Okay.
Comes out Friday. Push
Ace Trumpets.
Crazy. I'll play it for you after we get off, but this Friday.
We were supposed to talk about that on the air?
No, yeah. That's why I said it.
You sure?
Yeah. It's Friday, May 30th.
Low might get us canceled out here.
Unless it doesn't drop. And then
by the time this comes out, it'll...
For Eddie and Low and Nadeska, I'm Ebro. It's Rap Life Review. See y'all next week.
What's up? You just finished an episode of the Rap Life Review. It's 2025, so New Year means new episodes coming your way. If you want to get in the conversation, you can always drop us a comment below. And of course, you can like and subscribe so you never miss a new episode. Catch us next week on a brand new episode of the Rap Life Review right here on Apple Music.